In this video of Helsinki, Finland, we'll discuss how to get from the airport to the city center in Helsinki, the #1 tourist attraction in Helsinki, other top places to visit in Helsinki, interesting facts about Finland, and interesting Finnish food in Helsinki. So please stay tuned to my video. Please remember to like my video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification button for future videos. At Helsinki Airport, the flight was 20 minutes long in the air. I think that's the shortest international flight I've ever heard of. It certainly would be the shortest international flight between two national capital cities. To get from the Helsinki Airport to the city center, you can take either the I or P train. The train station is located directly under the terminal. Both Uber and Bolt are available in Helsinki. The official currency in Finland is the euro. I'm now on the train from Helsinki Airport into the city center. The train ride is about 30 minutes and it costs €4.10. When I was in Stockholm, the train ride from the Stockholm airport, Arlanda, to the city center was 18 minutes and it cost €30. Behind me is the Finnish National Parliament. It's an ominous looking building. See it? It looks grand and very imposing, but not very welcoming at all. There's no visitor center, there's nothing that welcomes people that I can see, and they don't have a Finnish flag flying on the top, but this is the Parliament building. Interesting fact about Finland, Finland is a republic with a president as the head of state. There has never been a monarch of Finland. It is a parliamentary system, so there is a prime minister by the name of Sanna Marin, and an older gentleman who is the president of the country today. Finland has a population of about 5.8 million people. View from the Finnish National Parliament. And then looks like there's a shopping mall and the train station is right behind there. Architecture in Finland is fairly plain. Again, it's not a Scandinavian country and it's never a monarchy, so it doesn't look imperial. That building over there has a fairly nice facade, but a far cry from what we saw in Stockholm. At the end of this street is one of the main tourist attractions. This is Temple in a Rock, and I'm going to go inside. The church was built right into solid rock, then topped with a copper dome. The inner rock walls were left exposed to improve acoustics. So this is it. It's the temple inside of a rock. It's an actual church, a Christian church, which is basically surrounded by rock. It was created this way architecturally. It's a fairly modern building. Costs €5 to get into, and this happens to be the #1 tourist attraction in Helsinki. So you saw it here first. Pre-recorded music being played. It's a Lutheran church, so the pulpit is very, very plain, except for the rocks in behind it. As I walk you to our next destination in Helsinki, I wanted to point out a few things. First, as I mentioned, Finland has never been a monarchy. It's never had a king. Second is surprising to many of you, it certainly was to me, is Finland sided with the Nazis during World War II. Yeah, they did. Thirdly, this is interesting, is that the city was built post-Renaissance, so it was not a medieval city. So therefore, one of the things you'll notice in Helsinki is all of the streets are wide and big wide boulevards. The city was established around the same time as, say, Toronto, Canada. So it doesn't have a medieval past. There is no old town to see. Because Helsinki is a national capital, here you have the Norwegian embassy and also the Canadian embassy. Inside this very beautiful Baroque building. It's actually a pretty attractive building. Again, the last place I showed you is called Esplanade. That's the main boulevard, the Esplanade. I'm in Senate Square, and that church over there is the Helsinki Cathedral. It's a massive church. I'm going to see if I can go inside there. And in the middle, you would think this is a monarch of Finland, and it's not. This is Tsar Alexander II that the Finns liked, because once the Russians ruled Finland, this was their favorite Tsar. He gave Finland an autonomous republic, so after he conquered it from the Swedes. So that's the history. This is Senate Square.
This is called Government Palace, formerly Senate House, and it contains the Prime Minister's office.
Here, I don't see one Finnish flag anywhere, which is kind of sad. Well, I'm in front of the cathedral in Senate Square, and went up the steps, and from here on in it'll be known as Stairmaster Square for me. So we're going to be going to that cathedral, which is Upsanaeki Cathedral, next. But I wanted to show you the view of this main area from the top of the Senate Square. Sermons are obviously given from up there, so you can be higher up. And I guess the blessings are given here, as is the any baptism that's done. You have an overview of the cathedral, the Helsinki Cathedral, and you'll notice a couple of statues. There is Martin Luther. Obviously it's a Lutheran church. And over there is Melaton.
Philip Melanchthon collaborated with Martin Luther and helped shape Protestantism.
Over there you've got the pipe organ, which is pretty big. Very simple space, as is typical for a Lutheran cathedral. So a short walk from Senate Square is Upsanaeki Cathedral. As you can tell by the crescent moon at the bottom of the cross, that is a Russian Orthodox church. Sorry I couldn't take you inside the Russian Orthodox church, which I'm sure would be pretty ornate. Unfortunately, it's closed on Mondays, and I'm here on a Monday. See the 4 languages that are on this sign. The English language is there for the tourists. The rest of them are for the people who live here. Over there you see my first Finnish flag that I've seen. That's the blue cross. Then over there, the yellow cross in the middle of a blue field, that's the Swedish flag. There is the Helsinki Cathedral in the distance. Every city has a famous fountain, and this is Havis Amanda. And I guess that's Amanda up top.
The Havis Amanda is a fountain with a statue of a mermaid surrounded by fish and sea lions spouting water. It is meant to symbolize the rebirth of Helsinki after the Russian occupation.
From Havis Amanda, we see the Russian cathedral, and I see my ship pulling in. So I gotta go over there now. On the way to the ship, you see all these little food stalls, and they have Finnish food. They have some small fish, double meat platter. But over there, the thing I liked the best was the reindeer hot dog. As you can see, I wasn't kidding. Reindeer hot dog for €7.
A famous Finnish dish is sautéed reindeer, made with thinly sliced reindeer meat and served with mashed potatoes, lingonberry jam, and pickles. Finns are also fond of salted licorice, rye bread, bread cheese, which is baked cheese, and pickled herring.
Our next stop is Suomenlinna Island. I'm going to try to get there using a ferry. So I hope you liked my video of Helsinki today, and thank you for watching.
Please subscribe, post a like, and hit the notification bell for future videos.